Welcome to the first Wellsboro varsity volleyball match of the 2021 season. Today is Friday, September 11th, and we are at the Hornet High School Gymnasium. Your announcers for tonight's contest are Jody Niver and Ann McKnight, both former coaches of the Hornet varsity volleyball team. The 2020 Pennsylvania State safety protocols do not allow spectators, including parents, at indoor events. There is a 25-person limit inside, and the team's officials and staff require those spots. We have limited resources to make this presentation, but we will strive to bring you the best show available. It is with the parents and fans in mind that we endeavor to bring the first match of the season to you. Coach Niver and I are familiar with the normal procedures used, and we will be learning with you as new rules unfold. Some of the changes: team substitutes will be waiting in the locker room. The school will not supply a public address announcer. The national anthem will be played, and today, as it is September 11th, we will have a moment of silence in remembrance of those we lost 19 years ago. The volleyballs will be wiped clean at least to start every set, if not more frequently. Teams will not change benches or courtside. No high fives, and post-match handshakes are also out. There are no corner line judges this season, and the teams warmed up separately, 10 minutes each. The Wellsboro volleyball team is a Class AA team in the PIAA. You better give this lineup.
This evening's national anthem was brought to us by Olivia Chilson, who did a wonderful job. Oh, keep going?
Yeah,
So tonight's rosters, the 2021 roster for the visiting Cowanesque Valley ladies includes Courtney Grimm, number 7, a senior. Stevia Swimley, number 8, a senior. Jessica Hummel, number 34, a senior. Michaela Vargason, number 24, a senior. Riley Walker, number 9, a senior. Tess Johnson, a junior, who is number 10. Reese Boulderman, number 11, who is a junior as well. And Mackenzie Serene, number 14, who is a sophomore. The libero this evening is Tony Clark, wearing the number 3, a freshman. And also rounding out the roster is Maggie McLaren, number 32, grade 9. For the Hornets, we will see this evening number 2, Bree Kemp, a senior. Number 3, Emma Owlett, junior. Number 4, Catherine Burnett, the senior, is the libero. Number 14, Shiloh Duff, is a senior. Judlin. Number 17 is a junior, Olivia Krakow. Number 19, a senior, and Bailey Monks, number 20, a senior. When we have a break in action, we will also get the rest of the roster out there to you, but it looks like we're getting ready to get started.
Wellsboro has the first serve.
This is certainly a different start to a normal, typical high school game, but we are ever so happy that we get to play this year. So, Bree Kemp with the first serve, received by number 34, a set outside by number 9, and a nice hit by 34, dug by Olivia Krakow. It's back over. Again, it's a free ball. Let's see what Wellsboro does with it. It is set up, and Bailey Monks brings it. It's a bit long. Point to CV.
Remember, we're not using line judges this year, so the two officials, the first referee is in the ladder, and that is Pete Lipkowski. The down referee is referee number 2, and that is Julie Sticklin.
For CV, we have number 7, Courtney Grimm, who just served an ace. Score is Cowanesque 2, Wellsboro 0. Receiving the ball, JoJo Judlin with an outside set. JoJo takes the swing. It is dug. There's an outside set to Jessica Hummel, and it is Hornet ball. Serving next for Wellsboro, we have number 3, Emma Owlett. Nice deep serve, and it ends up making a point. It is now 2-2, CV and Wellsboro.
A set is the first team to get to 25 points with a 2-point lead, and a match is the best of 5 sets.
Whoops. Another short serve this time, and she's moving the defense around a bit. I do apologize. I just hit with my shield the microphone, so I'll try not to do that too often. There we go. CV receives that serve. It is outside and dug by Owlett. Burnett passes it forward to Krakow. CV sets it up. An outside hit. Nice lefty there by number 34, Jessica Hummel. I think I misspoke earlier. That was Bargeson earlier, 24, that was swinging on the left side, and on the right side we have Jessica Hummel for CV. Serving presently for CV is number 8, Stedia Swinley. Falls up. Krakow digs that to the setter. She sets it right back to her. Nice hit. It is tapped up. Ooh, nice dig, but she was under the net. Number 9. Riley Walker. Bailey Monks is up now serving. Bailey seems to have been a team leader the last couple of years, so it's nice to see her in her senior year here, getting her chance to shine, and she has a solid serve. Serves up. Passes to the setter. It is a back row hit this time to Bargeson. Dug by Monks, but a little trip there, and ball is down. Bargeson to serve. Dug by Burnett. Back set to Shiloh Duff, who puts it down. Game is still rally scoring, so every side out there is a point. And so you will see with every move of the ball, someone is scoring a point. Score is presently Wellsboro 6, CV 4. Judlin with the serve. Olivia has a free ball over. It is set up for number 34, Hummel. That left hand is sweet, let me tell you.
Right front, left-hander.
Tell you what, you love it as a coach when you have one of
Yeah,
those because
yes.
you have
Oh,
two really strong outside
yeah.
hitters.
It's funny what you notice, isn't it?
It is. Ooh, deep serve, and Owlett just has it go off the back of her arms. I think she second-guessed herself there. Ferguson again with the serve, this time short, making Burnett hit the floor.
Now, there are 2 timeouts per set per team.
Another short serve. Ooh. And Owlett again hits. That is an ace. CV has taken the lead 8-6. So we have a pass by Burnett, a nice back pass by JoJo, and it just tip over. CV again tips it back. We have a deep push by Bree, and it scores a point for Wellsboro. Side out, and they get the point, and Crocco is getting ready to serve. Deep serve this time. CV passes it forward. It is a free ball over. Crocco passes it up to Judlin. Judlin outside to Owlett, who hits it over, and it is hit by number 9. Oh, we are guessing. I can't keep up with this. Free ball by Burnett. CV sets it up, outside tip, and it is blocked back by Wellsboro. An attempted tip, and it hits the net. It is a tied game right now at 8-8. Crocco to serve. This time she moves it a little shorter. The tip by this nice hit, nice swing. Back row hit coming up. Dug by Crocco. Front set, Shiloh Duff with a push. Good scramble by CV, who gets it up. Owlett goes to swing and catches the top of the tape.
This will be the only time this year that these 2 teams meet because Cowanesque Valley is in the small division of the NTL, whereas Wellsboro is in the large division.
Serve is passed by Burnett, tip by Owlett, and it was outside of the antenna, so it is a side out. And it's nice. Our coaches were just like, yeah, it was outside the antenna. Our coaches are trying to help out watching that back line. The game, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's kind of a speedy little game anymore. So we're going to have a substitute here because of the few numbers. They were able to keep one person here on the bench for Wellsboro, but CV's subs are in the locker room. There is a pass, outside set. It just went over, but it was covered quickly. Free ball, Burnett setting it up to Judlin, who hits it to Owlett. CV digs it, and it's an outside hit, but it's a little too far outside by Grimm. Both teams are playing with the libero, so yes, I do see that their player is their coach and their libero had the same color shirt on, so I missed that. Serve is up by Burnett. It is dug by CV. Back row hit that catches the top of the net and trickles over. Crocco with a great dig. Free ball over that catches the top of the net by Monks, and it gets to the floor.
The matches, the sets within the matches are not timed. You must play to 25 points.
Nice serve by Burnett. Another back row hit, but it ends up being a free ball because it's a little too deep on the set. Score is presently Wellsboro 14, CV 10. Burnett with the serve, this time to the back right, left. Whoop. Oh, that was a little bit of a carry by Crocco. It's very hard as a coach, as you know, Coach.
That's going to be my problem, not screaming.
Nice serve by number 9, Walker. ball just tipped by CV's front line, and it hits the floor on CV's side. So we have Bree Kemp, who is serving for the Hornets. Nice low serve. Man, that dropped right between the front and back row as the setter was trying to get to the right side of the floor.
Timeout, Cowanesque. Timeout period is 1 minute. The NTL is divided into the large and the small schools division, as I said before.
Mm-hmm.
You play everybody within your size. So Wellsboro will play all the large schools twice and the small schools just one time. Actually, last year, Wellsboro played 22 matches. With not playing any teams beyond the NTL this year, we're down to 14 matches. The last match is going to be on October 29th, so it's going to be a short season this year, but they are going to get in 14 matches. Well, Wellsboro is shorter this year. They lost Caitlin Callahan and Megan Starkweather and Ryan Adams. Ryan was the libero, so was shorter, but the other two gave height to the team. This year, Bailey Monks would be the tallest one, and so we look for a slightly different game this year with shorter players on the Wellsboro Hornet team.
Back to action. Kemp serves the ball. CV handles it. Puts it over with a nice spike. Burnett digs it. Owlett hits from that outside position. Back over to Vargason, who, just a bit outside of that line shot. Oh, my goodness. I was worried that was going to hit Bailey in the head, and it did. Serve was a little bit short. Score is presently Wellsboro 17, CV 12. Up serving for CV, we have Courtney Grimm. Ball is up. Dug by Crocco. Nice pass to the setter. And Bailey Monks does a power tip. Still not one of my favorite moves, but it is effective by the middle. One of those that's more accepted today. And number 3, we have Emma Owlett serving the ball. CV handles it and goes with the deep tip as Owlett was a smidge out of position, and it hits the back wall. Nice hustle by Wellsboro after it, though. Swimley is preparing. Oh, we have a change with the libero. Number 10, Tess Johnson's back in for Tony Clark. Swimley serving deep back to the corner, moving Owlett back. They pass it to the front, and it is free balled over. You have an outside tip. And very good double, block and then dig up.
Good
just
roll.
off the top of the net, and it's still alive. Both teams showing some scrappiness here. I'd like that they keep going. Crocco from the outside. Setter sets it a little bit too far outside, and Vargason tries to save it, but it's outside the antenna.
It's difficult to get it between the antenna when you're hitting it at that angle from out of bounds.
Yes. But I like the fact that both teams are going after everything.
Yes, sure.
Monks serves, but it's a bit short.
This is the first match for both teams. The coach, the Husky, told me she didn't get the schedule till Monday night, and they did scrimmage Williamson on Wednesday night.
Crocco with a hit out of the middle. There's a back set over the net by CV. Outside hit again to Crocco, a little deeper this time, but it's a little too deep. Score is presently CV 15, Wellsboro 19. Ferguson with the serve. Burnett handles it. It is set. Outside hit by Shiloh Duff. The switch is made in the front row. We have someone in the net. I believe it was, I don't know if they said it was Johnson or Hummel, but I think one of them backed into the net. JoJo with the serve, nice and short. CV does handle it fairly over, and Shiloh Duff controls the net and puts it down. I forget how much I love this sport. Judlin to serve. And it is in the back corner, and it is handled, but it's going to be a free ball over. What does Wellsboro do with it? Burnett gets it nice and high to Judlin, who gets it outside. Crocco swings hard cross court. It is dug by CV. A little tight to the net. They attempt to use it. It was tipped. They came back, and Wellsboro is able to defend their court. There's a timeout taken.
The Wellsboro coaching staff includes eighth-year head coach Sharon Hickey Zahusky and first-year JV coach Jeff Zahusky, who is her brother-in-law. Darcy Warner serves as the volunteer varsity assistant. Ed Weaver is in his second year as the athletic director at Wellsboro High School, and the game manager tonight is Michelle McNett. Talking about the team from last year, the team last year from Wellsboro had a record of 18-4. Players lost through graduation for the Hornets were Caitlin Callahan, Megan Starkweather, and Ryan Adams. Callahan and Starkweather are expected to play college volleyball at Millersville and Lycoming. Callahan led the 2019 team in kills. Libero Adams led in digs, but Wellsboro has back the blocks leader, Bailey Monks, with 44 last year, and the aces leader, Bree Kemp, who had 38. Kemp served a 25-0 complete game last season on October 7th versus South Williamsport.
Interesting stats. I know it's been a little different for those who went off to college, so it's good to see our high school sports playing here. Judlin to swing a little bit long. And so we see the ball goes to CV. It is 16 CV to 22 Wellsboro. Hummel serves the ball. It is set up for Duff, who cross-courts it the other way with a middle hit, and it is down for the point. Olivia Crocco to serve. Oh, just a bit low, and it catches the tape and rolls down. I'm still not quite used to that service that it can hit the net and go over either.
That's the one thing I really do not like. How would you like to lose a key match with that kind of a hit? That is the only thing that I really don't like about that rule.
Burnett's going to serve for game point here. Ball is up. Nice serve. Hummel handles it. It is for a back row hit, but it is free balled over. Monks handles it and puts it down for the point. It's always nice to end the
That's the set.
On a kill rather than an error.
Now there'll be 3 minutes between the first set and the second set. I'll give you the JV results from earlier tonight. In set one of the JV contest, Wellsboro won 27-25. In set two, Wellsboro lost 18-25. And the third set, CV put it away by winning that third set 15-12. So in JV action earlier tonight on this court, Wellsboro lost to Cowanesque Valley. Now the schedule, although spectators are not allowed to come, it might be nice to know that some of these will be aired. The next match is Tuesday night at Williamson for the Hornets, and the next home match is Thursday night versus Troy. I have no word of when the next broadcast match will be. And as I said before, the season ends on October 29th at Troy. Now, the varsity matches are set to start at 7:30, but they are dependent on the end time of the JV match. For instance, tonight's JV match went all 3 sets. If it had only gone 2, then the varsity teams would have each taken their 10-minute warm-up period, and we would have started sooner, probably. The pregame coin flip this year is restricted to just one player, one coach, and an official. That determines who gets the serve. It used to also determine which side of the court you were on, but this year, because of the COVID restrictions, Wellsboro will remain to our right on the home bench and that court throughout the match. Now, when there is a fifth game needed in the match, there is another coin toss, and the visiting team always calls that coin toss. Now, while we have a chance to look at the court, we can see that there's the white line bounding the 30 by 60 rectangle, has 10 feet back from the net a spiking line. The service area is behind the end line anywhere. When I coached, you only had 10 foot of that area in the right back position that you had to stay in to serve. But of course now, many, many years, they have served from anywhere. There's strategy involved in all of that. Okay, we're ready to start set 2. Wellsboro having won set 5, 25-17.
You'll see during the huddles frequently, at least Wellsboro, if you're wondering what's around their neck, it seems like they have it looks like UPMC may have sponsored something there. It looks like they have masks or something that are matching. But that's what is around their neck. I don't know if you can see that in the video. But it says something on it. I think that's what I just saw. But when they're on the bench, they're supposed to be masked, so.
Well, let's say that they are.
Well, I'm seeing like I think that's what it is. I think UPMC gave, because Cowanesque, it appears, has the same mask. So, ooh, serve is up. It is deep. Burnett wasn't quite ready, and it is a point for CV. So they come right out of the gate strong. Serving right now, we have Riley Walker, who is a senior. She serves. It's a little shorter than last time. Burnett handles it outside set to Bree Kemp, who tips it over. CV answers Ferguson, and she has a beautiful swing and puts that to the floor. Serves up again, and this time they're working Burnett on this one. Judlin hits outside again to Kemp, who goes deep middle back because there's the hole, and she is able to find the spot on the floor. Wellsboro gets the serve with Kemp serving. Score is Wellsboro 1, CV 2. Serve short. The libero has to hit the floor. It drives Kemp deep. Judlin goes outside back row, free ball by Crocco, who sends it over low and hard and is able to put it to the floor. There seems to be a lot of communication among the ladies, and Kemp goes back to serve. It is back middle, a slight spin, but Hummel hits it over. Monks is going to push it back. It is set up again. Oops, it goes over, and Monks takes advantage and puts it to the floor. Again, working the libero. She sends it over deep. Crocco gets it to Kemp, who gets it to Owlett, who tips it over. This time, CV sets it up, but it is a tip deep to Crocco. Middle hit by
Nice.
Monks. You could see that one coming. She was ready to go.
She had a nice approach pattern on that.
Kemp serve goes the middle back this time. The pass is forced to Ferguson, who hits it outside. Monks goes again, tips it to the left. It is passed outside to Ferguson, who tries to tip down the line, but Burnett gets it. Middle hit. Wow! What a swing! Again, I think Bailey's feeling it right now.
Well, she needs to step up as a leader this year. She did a good job last year, too, but she had some help with her being the tall one on the team this year.
Yes. This time the back set goes to Judlin, who is able to find the floor. Wellsboro 6, CV2. This time it's very short, almost a front row hit, and if you've noticed, CV's up tucked in because they're trying to get their setter out of the mix there, and Kemp's serve was a nice ace. And you said she was the ace leaders, right, last year? A deep serve this time. Again, a little miscommunication, and
Yeah, she led the Hornets in aces.
she did. Okay, I was going to say, there's another one right there. So score is Wellsboro 8, CV 2. So it goes to middle back. This time they're ready. It goes outside to Ferguson, who sets back to the setter, and number 9 tips it over. Wellsboro handles it back to Monks, who is ready and goes straight down the pike. I'd say she's got at least 4 kills just this match. Kemp serves, again, deep middle back. That's a nice pass to outside. Ferguson goes to, but Wellsboro roofs that as they just did their roof cheer. The team, CV's team this year is coached by Bonnie Walker. She's in her 5th season, and the JV coach is Brianna Jones, also in her 5th season. Serve goes to the back corner. Owlett's ready for the overpass. She hits it. CV handles it. Monks is ready. Oh, she was a little early on that jump. I like an aggressive player like that, though. I'm just hoping she had that time, and you could just see that one going straight down. Yeah. So CV is calling for a sub, and they had to go all the way to the locker room to get that sub. Number 11 is coming into the game, Reese Boulderman. Serving for CV is Jessica Hummel. Going short to the back middle. Burnett sets it up. Set outside, pulls in Judlin just a bit, and it is into the top of the tape. Another nice serve. It is a little bit of an overpass. Ferguson was ready, and as it crossed the plane of the net, she was there to put it right back down. She has some nice timing. Serve back over to Burnett in the corner. Burnett, I keep saying Burnett. And Judlin puts that down cross court. The Indians are coming off a 7-13 record last season. They lost 3 seniors to graduation. Coming in for Wellsboro right now is number 13, Bree Smith, in for Emma Owlett. Serve is up. She does a little higher back corner, back right. There's a little confusion on how
changed her mind on that one, didn't she?
Yes, she did. Just go with the first instinct. Go with the first instinct. Smith serves again. It is handled by CV. Nice cross-court hit. Smith is there, but just a bit outside. It was a nice swing by number 24, Michaela Vargason. We have the exchange of the libero again, and serving for CV is Swinley.
There is a libero tracker at the score table to keep track of those entrances.
Oop. Bailey passed that a little bit short to the setter. She set her up, but she was a little underneath that, and it went a little long. Score is 7 CV, 12 Wellsboro. That one was a little deep. Burnett to serve. She serves a little short. Vargason handles it. The ball goes over. Nice hustle by Bree Kemp. Judlin sets it outside. Paco's ready, but it's a bit long. Ferguson serves back to Judlin, who puts it right perfect over to Kemp. They set it right back, and she is able to find the floor with it. Now it's Judlin's serve. A little deep on the serve, body's in front of it. We're not quite sure if it was in or out. They said it's in.
There's where the line judge would have really come in handy, but that would be 2 more people, and we're only allowed 25 in the gym at a time.
This time she goes a little shorter on it and makes the adjustment. Back row hit by Hummel, who's ready. Crocco puts it back cross court. CV digs it up and puts it back over. Duff is ready. They set it up, but it's a little tight to the net, and 4 hits. Score is right now CV has 9 and Wellsboro has 15.
How would you like to be in the locker room not knowing what the situation in the match is or the set and being called into play?
I know, because you learn so much by watching and seeing what you need to do. That's got to be rough. Boulderman to serve again. Nice deep serve to Burnett. He gets it to Judlin. Shiloh Duff is set in the middle, pushes it to the back corner. It is set outside to Walker, who is able to get the kill. Served, just to the opposite corner, but a bit long this time, and so it's Wellsboro's ball. I see subs coming from both locker rooms as the coaches had hollered over their shoulders, and so back to the locker room goes Smith, and back to the locker room goes Boulderman until they are needed again. It's definitely a different philosophy that we have to get
There's
used
so
to.
many new things happening tonight that it's interesting to watch.
Yeah.
I think everybody's coping very well so far.
Yes. I think the kids are just excited to have the chance to play.
Exactly. And to me, that was the most important consideration.
Yes. Nice hit by Hummel. Nice set, because you can't hit it without that set. And it is a kill as it hits between Burnett and Owlett. Johnson back to serve. She goes deep to Owlett. Ball is set to the front. It is free balled over by Kemp. Set outside. Nice cut shot by Walker, but it's dug by Owlett. A little bit of tight net play. Wellsboro loses that point. Score is CV 13, Wellsboro 16. A little deep on the
Good
serve.
judgment that time, allowing that ball to sail out. It's a relatively close set.
Shiloh Duff to serve. Deep serve back to Vargason. It is a free balled over. Duff is ready, gets it, and there comes Monks. Just a smidge wide this time. Burnett's on for Duff. Adjustments are made on the court. Walker's back to serve.
For longtime fans of volleyball, the term game has been replaced with the term set. What used to be called games when I coached are now called sets, and they're making that more in line with the game of tennis. Point, set, match is the point progression in the game of volleyball.
Three-tenths up the serve. She got a lot of points earlier in the match. Vargason has a nice hit, but Burnett handles it readily, but as that hit by Owlett, Vargason handles it as a free ball over. Crocco sets it up, and it is pushed by Judlin. Outside set to Vargason, who swings hard. Crocco gets that up off the block. Owlett has a unique looking swing on it, and it is actually effective. Kemp serves again, this time a little short, and it's an overpass. Judlin's there and overpasses it right to 24 Vargason, who was really wailing on those tight balls before on warm-up. So that's like her sweet spot. Another sub coming for CV out
That
of
really
the locker
isn't
room.
delaying like I thought it would.
No, it
I
isn't.
thought they would have to go to the corner of the court, holler in the locker room, somebody would, but they seem to be, I don't know, maybe the door to the locker room is open and they're watching.
Well, I think they're just ready, if nothing
Yeah.
else. So
Yeah,
nice.
that's going more smoothly than I anticipated.
Yes, nice cross-court hit by Judlin. That was a really sharp angle. Out of the locker room comes Smith again to relieve Owlett. Back to serve goes Smith.
Oh, there's that rule.
Man.
There's that rule. Hey, it didn't used to count if, in fact, the up official used to stand with their hand on the net top because they could feel a brushing of the ball across the net, which was an illegal serve back in the day. Now, if the ball hits the top of the net and rolls right straight down the other side, it's a point scored and a legal serve.
Yeah.
That would be the heartbreaker to lose a match on one of
Yes,
those.
it would be. Yes, it would be. Stevia Swimley is back to serve. Deep to Burnett. She has a beautiful pass to Kemp, who sets Crocco, and Crocco takes advantage of it. All starts with that pass. Catherine Burnett serves to Vargason. Ends up being a free ball over by CV, and Wellsboro, isn't able to take use of it. It is set up to Vargason again. She tips deep down the line, trying to take out our setter, but Judlin was ready to back up Kemp, and it was outside, but a bit low. Vargason serves to Burnett. Nice outside set. It is hit by Judlin, blocked by Walker. That was a beautiful
Very
block.
nice block.
Oh, man. Nice tip by number 11, Boulderman. Smith attempts to dive to get that up, and it just is a bit low. Ferguson, another nice serve to Smith. Wellsboro free balls. It's a bit deep. Score is 19 CV to 22 Wellsboro. Deep to the corner. It is an ace by Ferguson. There's a little miscommunication on whose ball that really was. Wellsboro.
Timeout Wellsboro. Okay, with its score tightening up, 22-20. They don't want to let this one slip away from them. The net height, in case you're interested, is 7 feet 4 1/8 inch, and that is measured at the middle of the net, where it might sag some, but it can only sag 3/4 of an inch. The sides can only be 3/4 of an inch higher than that mark. The net height for the boys still 8 feet.
I do believe so.
So the idea of having co-ed team or whatever, you would have to decide what height to put the net at. The net height is different, and that would make quite a difference. 8 feet versus 7 4 1/8.
Yes. Ferguson readies herself to serve. She gets it over right to Judlin. Kemp sets it. Duff is ready and utilizes it by hitting it back center. And it is the kill. Judlin's preparing to serve. Nice serve to the back row. Outside hit. Ooh, a bit outside by Walker.
And Coach Zahusky was there to receive it.
Game point. Nice pass by Vargason. It just passes over, and Duff is able to put it down for the kill. Thus ends set 2. And I almost said game. Set 2. That was
I'm
the
sure
lingo.
I'll say game. There's a couple things I'll say, and I'll call Coach Zahusky Coach Hickey probably, because she played for me and then was my JV coach for a number of years. But now she's Coach Zahusky.
And you'll eternally be coached, right? 'Cause
So
you coached every sport.
I coached track for 19 years, volleyball for 23, and basketball for 13.
See, like I said,
Well, um, I started coaching in 1970, and Title IX was passed in 1972, and there was no question about who was to coach the sports. It was the female physical education teacher. It was just required. And when it got to where I was teaching or coaching 3 sports, and they wanted to add tennis or something else, they said, "What? Well, now what can we do?" That person is busy all 3 seasons. So then it evolved into other faculty members they preferred, and then it went off campus when they couldn't get people to coach. But yes, I enjoyed all 3, and the thing is, I did play basketball in high school and college, but softball in high school and lacrosse in college. Never played volleyball. Never was on a track team.
really.
Well, those of us who were in high school prior to Title IX did not have those opportunities.
Yeah.
So,
Those of us after it, we just assume it's a given instead
and all of a sudden, you never had the opportunity to play, but
Yeah.
you are expected to coach and know
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Impressive. So, I'm just trying to take a look at some of our notes here.
Well, we could talk the wall banners. I don't know if you
Oh,
can see
yeah.
any of the wall banners in your viewing area of that the camera has, but the wall banners in the Wellsboro Gymnasium, and by the way, this is the 16th season for the high school. The banners are devoted to the various championship seasons. Special recognition banners are for individual performances, and they highlight 750 kills for volleyball, 100 career hits in baseball or softball, 50 goals in soccer, and 1,000 points in basketball. Those are the banners on the gym wall in addition to the team championship seasons. So sometime you're allowed back in the gym, take a look at the banners on the wall. When the ball was served tonight, another thing, Coach Niver, is that this was the 49th year for volleyball at Wellsboro.
Really?
Next year will be the 50th season.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize it'd been here that long. Wellsboro starts right away with Kemp serving to the middle back, and it is passed out of bounds. It is point to Wellsboro. Ooh, short serve this time, and she starts with that ace right off the bat. She does seem to have a nice command of where she's placing the ball around the court, moving that back row, and they're not ever quite ready. That time she goes deep, just after the middle back had moved up.
Rolls off the arms.
Middle back right in the center this time. It goes straight up. They free ball it. CV free balls it over. Kemp passes it up to Judlin to the middle, and Monks goes down the middle. And it is a kill. Score is Wellsboro 4, CV 0 as we start game 3 here. Or excuse me, see, I said it game. Set 3.
I'm going to make that mistake frequently.
Short pass by Ferguson. It is set outside to her well, but it's a bit outside as the set hits the antenna. Kemp serves back middle again. It is set up, and Ferguson puts it down, but Burnett is ready. Set outside to Owlett.
Touch.
It's just a bit outside.
No.
And
No.
there was a swing,
No
but
touch.
no touch.
Okay.
Whoops.
Oh, yes, no, okay. A little mix-up there on who gets the ball. A reach, but not a touch.
That's right. Boulderman's coming back into the game for Serene. They do have quite the nice system. You're right on that. Hummel serves. Crocco passes it up, and it is free-balled over by Judlin. Set by Walker.
Nice hard hit, nice block.
Right. It is free-balled over. Wellsboro scrambles. It is passed high. Crocco does a deep back row overswing. Ball is passed tight over the net. It is a cross-court set to Owlett, who hits that cross-court down. Smith is coming into the game for Owlett. I will admit this, after not seeing some of these students since last March, I could not get over how much they had changed.
Okay.
Like when you're with them until June, you don't notice it as much.
Right.
Smith serves and it hits the bottom of the net. As CV rotates around, Johnson goes back into the game as Clark comes to the bench. Served by Swimley, who also hits the net. Duff is back in for Burnett. Monks is back to serve. She goes straight down the line. We see Walker with a free ball over. Set to the middle for Duff, and she finds the hole. Wellsboro continues to serve with a score of 8-2. Serve is up. It is a little short in front of Walker. It is overpassed over the front line, but as the jump had already been committed to, it lands just behind the front row.
I'm getting word that the halftime football score, Wellsboro at CV, is 21-0 Wellsboro.
Good. I was just wondering about that.
I read your mind.
Judlin's called for a carry. She brought her arm down and up instead of having it up and then down. The action caused the carry there. There is a deep serve to Burnett, who passes a bit too tight to the net, and CV is on the board with 4-9. Vargason serves a bit short, making Burnett work for it. Judlin goes straight down the line. It is a high pass outside to Walker. She tips it deep. Duff goes for that cross court. She likes that same spot. I've seen her hit that 3 times now.
I got a third quarter update, 35-6. Wellsboro leads the football game at Cowanesque Valley tonight.
Out of Wellsboro's locker room comes Alina Petrizik. And if I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. She serves right down the middle. Free ball by CV, just short of the front row. Alina's back to serve yet again. CV's calling for a sub out of the locker room. And this time we see number 7, Courtney Grimm, going into the game for Swimley. Alina's up to serve. She serves the ball right to the person who just came in, and it is pushed over the net. Burnett gets it nice and high to the setter. It is spiked by Kemp on the outside. We have a little setter change there. They're having her swing on the outside there. Volderman serves deep on Smith, causes a free ball, set high to Hummel, who hits it a little long. Timing seemed to be a little off on that. Additionally, coming for both teams, we see Emily Starkweather for Wellsboro going in for Bree Smith, and number 14, Mackenzie Serene, going in for Reese Boulderman. Crocco is back to serve right now. She goes middle back to Vargason. Back set is a little tight for Hummel, and it is Wellsboro point. Score is 13, visitors 5.
A reminder that they have to play to 25. It's only if the match goes to a fifth set that the fifth set score is the first to 15.
Yes. That time, another tight set for Hummel, but she tips it and is able to find the spot just behind the block. Johnson back to serve. She serves to Crocco, who sets outside to Starkweather, who gets the kill.
My question to the coach was, where does the trainer go in this 25-person? And for home contests for volleyball, the trainer would be in the training room, not out here with the players. Our trainer is currently at the football game tonight, Lexi Kreiner.
Walker serves deep. Wellsboro has to take the free ball. Monks puts a little spin on it. CV uses it well, and Hummel puts it to the ground. Other members of the Wellsboro varsity volleyball team that hasn't been mentioned tonight, number 7, Maddie Bordas, who is a sophomore. You have Olivia Servatius, number 26. Grace Hines, number 28, and Emily Starkweather just came back out. So, CV's chipping away here. Score is 9-14. Walker continues to serve and doing a fine job of it. She's going to push it a little deeper, just long. Judlin's coming back in for Alina, and Olivia Servatius, we just mentioned, is coming into the game, number 26.
The officials are not called umpire and referee anymore.
They're not. What are they called?
The up official on the ladder is now called first referee, and the floor official is called second referee.
Okay.
I checked the scorebook, the rule book, looking for the terminology, and was told by Coach Zahusky that it's now first referee and second referee.
My goodness.
And they switched jobs for the JV match, so they both got a chance to be first referee during the night.
Nice hustle by Judlin to save that scramble, but CV uses it to their advantage, and number 24, Vargason, puts that down. She made that look nice. That was just kind of like Bailey's was earlier. You saw the approach and everything. Number 11, Boulderman's coming back into the game for Serene. Hummel's back to serve. Pass is a little tight to the net. It is blocked as they try to tip it over by Vargason. And you have Wellsboro setting it up, and it's just a bit outside. Unlike basketball, in volleyball, you are not allowed to substitute for somebody you don't come out for. And you can't go in for somebody else during a set, almost at a game. Nice pass by
Another
Judlin.
point to be made after that hit is in volleyball, on the line is good.
Yes.
In throwing, in track, discus shot, whatever, if you hit the line, it's out. Your throw is out. In volleyball, on the line is in.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh.
I was a track official.
Ferguson just had another beautiful kill. The game has narrowed to 2 points now. Monks goes up with a swing. It is dug. They could not bring it back. Score is Wellsboro 16, CV 13. I did not know that about the line. Like, I knew volleyball.
Well, if you're judging, let's say the discus, and it lands on the line is made of chalk, and the chalk comes up, and that's how they know that you call that an out throw.
Okay. Do they have still only, is it 25, 21? How many substitutes are we allowed this year?
18.
18. Okay, 18. I thought it was 25. So.
18 substitutions. during the game,
Mm.
which is better. When I coached, one player could only be in the game, which was what it was called at that time, 3 times.
Mm.
So, and you had to serve to score a point. So everybody could have rotated around 3 times, and your starters in and out, and the score 2-0.
Mm.
So that took some planning.
That was a beautiful serve by number 7, Courtney Grimm, who has the ball fall short on the Hornets side, and the score is now 15-16. Wellsboro still up by 1. Uh-oh, miscommunication, and the ball hits the floor on CV's side.
Referring back to the officials' problem, we have low numbers up here in Tioga County, to the point that with the football officials last year, every NTL team had to give up a Friday night game and move it to Saturday
Oh my.
because they didn't have enough football officials. Volleyball officials are needed.
Yeah.
Every sport officials are needed.
Okay. And on that, you have number 24, Ferguson, who slams the ball down. It is attempted to be put back up into play by Judlin, but there's a multiple hit and then a lift, so it goes to CV. It is still the 1-point game. Servatius sets to Crocco in the middle, and although it wasn't pretty, it is put to the floor. Coming back into the game for Wellsboro is number 2, Bree Kemp. And she had come out for Servatius, so Servatius is headed back to the locker room. We'll see if we see her again in a few minutes. Judlin serves the ball. It is just a bit outside, CV ball. Again, we're back to a 1-point ball game. CV 17, Wellsboro 18. Boulderman's back to serve. Oh, and she's a little low, and it hits the net. Number 14 for CV, Mackenzie Serene is coming back into the game, and at the same time, Emily Starkweather is coming back in. Served by Crocco. It is passed by Ferguson, put over by Hummel, and Wellsboro wasn't ready, and the tip hits the floor. CV 18, Wellsboro 19.
Well, with no spectators, coaches certainly can communicate better with their on-the-court players.
Yes. All right. Starkweather had passed that ball. There was miscommunication by Wellsboro. So you ended up with free ball by Wellsboro. We have a little bit of a scramble here back and forth. Hummel hits the ball. Judlin punches it into the air. It is put up with Starkweather taking a swing and having success. Shiloh Duff takes the serve,
Oh!
and it is short, man. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta love those little ones that just barely make it over the
Well,
net.
and
don't
I
touch
don't think
anything.
people realize that the valve stem on a volleyball, because it's so light, make the ball float.
Yes.
And it's just not a puffy serve coming across there sometimes.
And you've got nice air current in here with the blowers. I know you used to have a couple of players who could figure it out. Duff serving up there, and Wellsboro puts it outside. Kemp takes the swing. It is blocked back. Monks puts it over on a deep tip. CV gets it back over. A harder swing this time by Kemp, and she finds the floor. As those volleys go, you see sometimes the back row sneaking in a little bit because you get some tips, and that opens some holes for the hitters. Duff serves deeper this time. Oh,
Oh.
Monks was ready.
Oh, the old mistake of hitting it right so it can be slammed right back down at you.
Yeah, if you're going to overpass, don't overpass to Bailey. She loves those. Duff is serving, and she's moved it around yet again. And CV a little bit low on the set, so it's a free ball. Wellsboro goes to use it. Starkweather
Whoa.
goes to swing. It's a bit underneath it, and it goes long.
Match point coming up.
Walker is going back to serve. Nice serve to Burnett. Hard to handle. Wellsboro has to use it as a free ball. CV goes to set it up. Walker outside to Ferguson. Wellsboro again has to put over as a free ball. There's an attempt. There's a scramble. It is over. Walker puts it over as a free ball. Monks is ready. Outside set. It gets pushed by Kemp. Outside to Ferguson, who finds the hole in the back middle. CD's still alive.
The score of the first set was 25-17. The score of the second set, 25-20. Wellsboro won both those.
Bronco has a short pass to Judlin. Free ball by Starkweather. CV puts it up. It is set outside to Ferguson, who puts it down. Monks is a little upset there. She thought she had that block, and it fell in front of her, between her and the net. That was a nice hit by Ferguson. Walker again, nice serve back to Krakow. Judlin uses it to the outside. It is tipped. Free ball to Hummel. Hummel hits it cross court to Judlin. Starkweather then assists to Monk. Nice get and scramble. You can see them using that space over there. Walker free balls it over. Monks puts it up. Judlin hits it outside. It hits the antenna and is down. Score is CV 22, Wellsboro 24.
This is getting a little uncomfortable. Unless you're wearing the blue and gold.
That's right.
Whoop.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And I hate it when a game ends that way. You have
Yeah.
a serve into the net. She did a nice job of serving. Nice scramble. So both teams are waving. because
Well,
they're,
and
now
they're
on the-
waving to each other instead of meeting under the net and shaking hands because of the COVID protocols.
Yes.
Okay, Coach, what do you think here?
Good start.
They were tight games.
Yes.
I understand CV did not get a chance to scrimmage,
Mm-hmm.
so this was their first chance of playing another
Yes.
team. I thought they did well. They had some very nice hits. Wellsboro has got to make up for their lack of height this year, and it was a good first match for the two teams to play each other.
Yes.
As I said before, Cowanesque's in the small school division, and Wellsboro's in the large school division, so they won't meet again this year.
Right. So I think we might be seeing everybody next Tuesday. You said Tuesday's the next game?
Troy next Thursday,
Thursday.
and we play Williamson on Tuesday.
Away?
Yeah, Williamson away Tuesday,
Okay.
Troy at home on Thursday, and I don't know when games will be broadcast again.
Right. I know Blue Ridge is attempting to work with our schools in the area to try to get parents the opportunity to see their kids play, and we appreciate that ever so much. We appreciate all the help here. You're watching the kids tear everything down as they have to take care of stuff, and then
Yes, for the parents that were watching at home tonight, we did this for you because
yes,
it's a very bad situation, but keep in mind, and that's what I have to keep in mind, is that the kids are getting to play.
yes, and that's the most important. And I know every time I saw a volleyball player today, they were jumping around excited just like they usually would. So,
Well, it was
hopefully-
nice working with you,
Nice
and
working with you, and-
I don't know if we'll be employed again.
Hopefully, maybe in the future, we'll get to see a JV game as well. So,
Yes, and I would sometime I'd like to read the JV players' names too
Yes.
in another contest
all right.
because we appreciate all the girls coming out for the team this year.
Yes,
So-
they had large numbers, so. Well, then that's all tonight from Wellsboro Area High School. Good luck to the football team that's out there for Wellsboro, and we thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again soon in the future. Have a good night.